to make a motion to call the meeting to order at 5:33.
Motion for meeting to order.
Second.
Kathy made the motion, Chris is seconding. Any discussion? All in favor? The meeting is open. All right. Just wanted to double check here to make sure.
The meeting's over?
The meeting is open.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you said over.
I just want to make sure everybody who's attending here tonight has signed the sign-in sheet. Have you signed in?
Not yet.
I want to give Ted a chance to sign. Everybody else has signed in?
Since he's walking on a cane, I'll help him.
Thank you, Joey. First things first here.
Yes, that's what I'm getting
All right. So we'd like to welcome Chris Elliott here as our new treasurer. We're excited to have her with us. She comes from the County Commissioner's Office of the Caribou with many years of experience. And she doesn't need to roll her eyes, but welcome.
Thank you from all of us.
All right, I got something I'd like to read here out of the Maine Municipal Handbook, and it's the public's participation in a select board meeting. Okay? This states, members of the public have the right to attend the municipal officers' meetings, but have no right to participate unless the board allows participation or unless the meeting or meeting item is scheduled as a public hearing. Tonight's meeting is a Board of Selectmen's meeting. It's for the Board of Selectmen at this table to conduct town's business. The annual meeting in March, usually in March, that's the meeting when everybody can question and ask stuff and conduct discussions and all that stuff, or a public hearing. We've had a few public hearings here in the past couple of months about the ordinance and stuff, and that's when you can come up and ask open questions and get your answers and stuff. But our regular monthly Board of Selectmen meetings are for the Board of Selectmen to conduct business. And that's it. So I want to clarify that. There's a little few questions out there. Hey, this is our meeting. No, this is your meeting. No, no. This is the Board of Selectmen's meeting to conduct business. In most municipalities, the public is allowed to speak on business being conducted. But this is allowed as a courtesy. And as such can be limited to certain subject matters, such as agenda items or issues relating to the municipal business by the municipal officers. So we'd be allowed to, if somebody had a question, we can accept that question or deny that, that question here at the table, because this is our meeting. For details, you guys can look it up in the Legal Services quotation guidance on handling public comment at board meetings and several other guidance materials for handling public comment in Appendix 1. I know a few out there do have a copy of the municipal handbook. So, all right. Something else I'd like to clear up was back in May, actually I think it was April, we adopted a couple of new policies here in this town. And we've been accused of having a clandestine meeting, having a meeting outside a public officiated meeting to host these, to come up with these policies. But what you folks don't realize is behind the scenes, this is a working board and we work with MMA So before we adopted those policies, we got a hold of MMA. We asked them, we told them the questions. Matter of fact, we have the email here that was in early April that we reached out to them for some guidance on public comment, cameras and stuff. And then we come up with I had actually, Kathy typed up the 3 policies that we wanted to adopt with the information that we received from MMA prior to our board meeting in April. So there was no clandestine meeting that was held to sit here and decide on what the policies was, because we ended up voting on those policies at our April meeting. But I'm going to clarify once again the 3 policies that we brought to your attention. Camera recording of all meetings at the school/highway garage. Beginning with the May 2025 monthly meeting, which was this past May, and all concurrent meetings of the Select Board, the following rule will apply. Anyone with a recording and/or filming device will be asked to sign in the sheet that will be provided at the table upon entrance, which they were there tonight, and Sarah and Luann had signed. That's part of the policy. You must establish your camera and recording device in the designated area at the back of the room. For the purposes of establishing the area for the next meeting, we have outlined the area with blue tape on the floor so that you can get an idea of where you will be expected to set up for the meeting. An area will be designated at the highway garage as well. We didn't mark it out with blue tape tonight, but we did the night of the April meeting. All we're asking is you're behind the crowd so that your cameras aren't panning the crowd's faces. We've had multiple complaints about the cameras at the front and on the sides panning the crowd, and it stops some of the citizens from coming up, making a comment or wanting to discuss anything because they don't want their faces on camera. So we talked it over with MMA, we explained that situation to MMA, and they gave us the guidance on this policy. So that's the reason why we'd like to have you behind the crowd. We don't care if you guys film, record, we're not trying to hinder that. We just would like to have you behind the crowd, and we don't really need a designated area taped off every meeting, as long as you're not in the way of the crowd's faces when the cameras are running. It is a distraction to us and to the citizens here. Number 2, podium. The podium will be placed in an area between the 2 groups of chairs, which will be right here. Each resident wishing to make a public comment must sign in at the table upon entering the meeting, which we have our list right here tonight. There's 4 of you on the list, 3 of you. And when the chair or the select board member, they'll call your name. Please walk to the podium, state your name and street address. Any public comment must not exceed 3 minutes unless authorized by the chairman. Pretty simple. And the third one was, all questions from the select board must be submitted to the town 7 days prior to the meeting. You may write your questions and bring them into the office, or a form can be provided upon request. All that is so when the questions come at us here at the table, we can get you a straight, full answer. It gives us time to research the question and come up with the exact answer you guys are looking for. Instead of holding us like a little mini courtroom here and putting us on the spot and trying to trip us up, and we don't know what to say. The questions will be you can submit them 7 days prior. We will get you your answers. We have no problem with that. And we have the guidance from MMA that states that most of the town select meetings don't even have public questions. They just have public comment. So, like I said before, This is a courtesy for you guys. All right. Article 2, roll call. That was just to make sure everybody is signed in. Has everybody signed into the sign-up sheet? We're missing a couple of people. Who are we missing? Lisa Milliard, you haven't signed up here. Sarah LeClaire or Chris's husband? Who's Chris's husband? Oh yeah, Chris's husband. So, would you guys like to sign? That's part of the policies, to sign up the attendance on the attendance sheet. Lisa? Okay. Sarah, we'll let you sign it. All that is documentation that lets us know who's here at the meeting tonight for future reference. That's all that is.
Just signing that now.
You guys are going to sign before the end of the meeting?
Yeah.
Sometime at the end? Okay, yeah.
We just circulate.
We've noticed that a lot of you guys don't sign in, and to be fair to everybody has to sign in. That's part of the process here for our Board of Selectmen's meeting. All right, Article 3. Approve the minutes for the previous meetings. No minutes ready yet? Okay. Article 4, public hearing. It just says public hearing. Okay. So we're going to do public comment, Article 4. And we have...
It's just, we don't have a public hearing, it's the old business.
Okay. Okay. All right, so we're skipping over public hearing, and we are going to old business. Article 5. Costs associated with sanding requested by the school. Want to cover that first? All right.
What we've got to discuss is the school sanding and the rate increase for the highway garage and the superintendent's office rental. So it needs to be discussed. We did get a quote from Soderberg for the sanding, so we can go off their quote. If they're interested, they can take a look at what we have to quote. Soderberg has quoted $200. I'm not necessarily sure that's where the direction we're going in. We need to make a decision on that.
We discussing this right now, right?
Yeah.
Discussing right
I will say though that in the school's budget, they don't have anything on the budget line item for sanding or snow removal.
Didn't you let guys already?
So, my take on the snow plowing, or actually the sanding, we are officially not plowing the schoolyard. The school is doing their own plowing with their tractor that they purchased a year ago. So the only thing that we've been asked is the sanding portion of the maintenance in the wintertime. So we have a quote here from $200 from Soderberg's, and that's just for sanding.
And it's on the will call basis.
Yeah, it's on the will call. So what's your take, Chris?
Yeah, they do it for, I don't know, just, yeah.
Okay.
It says right here though, they call.
The school's got a call.
They'll call. Every time they call is $200,
Okay.
right? Is that's how I take this
That's
from
what he
Soderberg.
said.
Yes.
Yep, that's what he said.
Yep.
Read with that.
Yep.
If you don't call, we don't go.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Do you feel that if we do the sanding, that we charge $200 as well? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah. I mean, that's, I don't need that. I'll talk loud
Yeah,
enough.
there we go. Thank you.
Yeah,
Chris.
I'll talk loud enough. But, yeah, $200, you know. They used to pay so much to plow, okay, so they're plowing, but now we're just gonna do the sanding part. and it's $200. Every time they call. Now, who's gonna make the decision on calling? Is the boys over here don't have to watch out? Or what's the take on that?
They will call if they need some sanding. Somebody from the school will call.
Okay. So, well,
Is there a school board representative here?
I don't know.
Yes, Amy is on.
I'm here as a private
Can't.
citizen, if you
Yeah,
want to
okay.
talk to the school board.
Right.
Oh, they were
okay.
invited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but, say the boys over there notice that it should be sanded, and nobody calls. And they go over and sand it.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing, or are we just gonna do it on Good Samaritan on that one?
If
We
they
don't-
don't call us, we certainly can't go, we
We
can't
don't-
charge them for it.
We don't want to set a precedent.
I got it.
I'd say they call and they want it sanded.
So you're not gonna honor your $500?
We never had a
I
$500
listened to that
quote.
meeting, I listened to that meeting that you
Yeah,
guys, you offered $500.
so here's the deal, that was, we had no idea what the pricing was when we were sitting down with Carla. And I just threw out a number, if it's gonna be $500 a year for sanding, we are not gonna honor a $500 a year annual sanding fee for that. It will be per sanding if we do it at all.
All right, we didn't make no decision, we
That's
weren't
my
in
take.
the selectmen meeting that day.
No, we weren't.
We couldn't make no decisions.
Nope.
You just threw it out. Now, tonight, we're making a
We're
decision.
making a decision.
That's what we're here for.
So we need a motion on this, is what we need.
You wanna go
We
west, Scott?
did get a letter from Carla, who's the superintendent, asking if we were gonna honor the $500 quote, and like I said, we were just throwing some scenarios out there about the situation with the sanding and the situation with the increases on the building. So, we knew we had to talk to our highway guys to see how much sand and all that stuff was gonna come to anyway, so,
Okay, we talked to them,
yeah.
you guys talked to them, and then we got a Sawbirch.
Yep, just so
Okay.
we make sure
Yeah,
we're fair.
just that we're fair. I mean, if we wanna go lots, we can go lots. You know, we can drop it down $50, $150 every time. You know. The only thing that I'm getting at is the school's got their budget, the garage has got their budget. The garage should not be taking from their budget to accommodate the school. That's the only thing I'm getting at, because it all comes out of the same pot and everything. It's the
Right.
town's money.
That's right.
But it's just that, if the garage is over there and they break something, okay, it comes out of their budget. You know, so if it's a $10,000 hydraulic cylinder or a couple $1,000 tire that they blow over there, that comes out of their budget with nothing back to them.
Yep,
That's what I'm getting at.
yep,
You know, let the school pay their fair share, we pay our fair share. You want us to help you, we help you what we can. Some things we have to charge for. You know,
Right.
because I know darn well that in the middle of the winter, they're gonna have to go break ice over there by the gym door. We've done it every year. We've never charged for that. There's some things that they're gonna get that we're not gonna charge, but certain things we have to.
yep.
And we just be fair about it. You know, I just don't like taking money out of the municipality budget to carry the school budget.
Nice.
That's why I'm agreed with this. So we can drop it down to a certain price, whatever.
We're not allowed to comment on that?
No, you're not allowed to comment.
I suggest we make them an offer of $150 per sanding.
Yeah,
And it'll be the
Can
same
you
thing.
speak up? I can't hear you.
Oh.
Yes, you can hear me.
I can hear you, but I can't hear you well.
It will
Could you
be
speak up, please?
$150 will call is the way we'll handle it.
okay. Okay, yeah,
That's my
$150.
suggestion.
Yeah,
And as far as anything else, like plowing, or if anything gets away from them over there, these little kids are still our responsibility.
that's right.
And we're not gonna sit up here and pretend that we're the bad guys, and we're gonna help where we can help. And I think $150 per sanding is a fair estimate.
Yeah,
We did, however, if you guys remember right, we asked to be consulted in this budget
yeah,
twice.
yep.
So,
And they refuse us.
yes, so $150 for the sanding.
Yeah,
They can plow as long as they can plow, and if it gets ahead of them and they need our help, I don't know how we'll negotiate that price.
the way I see it is if the banks get away from them or something, they're gonna have all they can do with that little tractor. I can tell you, that's a big dooryard. Okay? If we gotta go over there and push with a payloader or something, okay. But something every time, that's what we gotta charge for. That's how I feel. But to go over there and a guy goes over on a nice day, everything's pretty well done over here, and the banks need to be pushed back or the custodians ask for something, we go over. And we don't need to charge them for that. That's just, but I just wanna make sure if it's gonna be the garage, the crew in the garage, if it's their responsibility to watch out. That's my thing. But if it's the schools, and when they call, we go saying, great,
It is my understanding this year that the school has a safety committee.
okay.
So I believe they'll probably keep an eye on what's
Okay,
going on
yeah.
over there.
Yeah, whenever they need something, the boys will be over there. But I just wanted to make sure that it's not their responsibility.
Okay?
Should one of us,
I think we need a motion on a quote.
on a quote for the sand?
Or they can go get it sanded by somebody else.
Right, this is what the town's quote is $150. When you call, we'll go, saying $150.
Okay, I need a
Second.
motion.
That motion,
Go ahead.
okay. You
Everybody.
just made the motion?
No, I didn't make a motion.
Okay, I make a motion that if the school calls and needs sanding, we'll sand for $150 per call. And I'll make a motion for that for this winter season.
Okay, the winter season of 25, 26.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay, we've
second.
got a motion, we've got a second. Any more discussion?
Okay,
All in favor? Motion carries, and the price for the sanding quote is $150, and it will be on an on-call basis. So they will have to call when they need the sand. All right? And now we've got a few increases on the bus garage and the superintendent's office. So what we have here is, previously, they've been paying $8,000 for the superintendent's office rental. They've been paying $8,000 for the bus garage rental. So we had our previous treasurer break down the numbers for us. She added up the insurance, the electric, the heating oil, and the maintenance and building side. And the total expenses came to $63,044.82. So we took the square footage of the building, broke that down, and we broke out what the town square footage is, which is 7,664 square feet, and what the school's square footage is, which is 3,577 square feet, which is the two bus bays, and the town office building square footage. And the total square footage is 11,241 square feet. So when you add up all of the expenses and you divide that out by the square footage, it comes to $5.61 per square foot. To keep the lights on, to keep this building heated, to keep the building under insurance, and the repairs on. So, the town's portion of that is going to be $42,995.04. And the school's previous portion was $16,000, which, when you break the square footage down, that's going to be a $4,066.97 increase, for a total of $20,066.97 is the new increase on the school's portion of this building. We need a motion.
I make a motion to bill the school $20,066.97 for their portion of superintendent's office rent of 777 square feet, and 2,800 square feet of bus garage pavement at the rate of $5.61 per foot.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any more discussion?
Yep. Okay. Did we ever find out what commercial property office space goes for?
I don't think
Did we ever
so.
find that
I
out?
don't think we did, no.
These are just
These are
Just
just
our-
bare
our-
bone factual.
Okay, right, this is what it cost us, so we're not making no money, no extra, this is what.
This is what it costs
We're
us.
back to, they're paying their share,
Yeah,
right?
just
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering, like, if you had to go downtown and rent a garage, or that space, commercial, this would be commercial,
Yep.
okay? What would it cost a person to rent commercial space out? You know what I mean, is it $10 square foot, is it $9? But, so, yeah, if that's what it's costing us, then they pay their fair share. Okay, yeah.
So we have a motion, we have a second.
Yeah,
Any more discussion?
Yeah,
All in favor? Motion carries. So that increase will be passed along. We told Carla that we were going to get that to her before their budgetary meeting for the superintendent side, which was, I think, it ended in December. So she needed those numbers before then, and we will pass those along to her. All right. So that is it with the school. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Revise.
Right here. Revise is a government website that we've been given a proposal for to update our website. We've looked it over and,
Sorry about that, folks. I'd like to cut in here. We've had a few complaints about the website and it not getting posted on the website. It's because we're in the middle of getting stuff to reboot. Nobody's at reboot to take the calls, to add the thing, and then it takes them some time to get that up on the website. We've heard about the agenda not being on the website. So the reason is our website is a little in the wind here. We're waiting on some stuff because we're planning on changing website companies. Now I'll let Kathy speak. Go ahead.
well, we've been speaking with a gentleman by the name of Greg Hillier from Revise. He prepared a quote for us. It's a government website. Van Buren, actually, if you have the opportunity to go look and you want to see what this website's going to look like, Van Buren is a customer of theirs, and it looks really nice. It's in detail. It looks fairly user-friendly. Bridget, you've had a chance to look at it too, haven't you? It looks like a... But the total for the first year will be about $1,200 for us to move over to Revise. So we're going to take this under advisement and talk to him unless you guys feel this is worthy that we do this time. I can't do that.
I got a question, are you able to upload the information yourself in-house
Into this new one?
into the new website?
That is my understanding, yes.
And right now, you have to call in to have you have to get a code for them to put it up on the internet.
Correct.
You understand that, Chris, with the?
No, over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can hear you now.
All right. So, I think our biggest thing is that you'll be able to do it in-house whenever something needs to be updated or uploaded on there, pictures, minutes, all the niceties that we want to offer. It can be done right here in the office. We don't have to call a second party to have it uploaded. So, I think we need that as soon as possible. So we can get it done on a timely manner. So I know this was brought to us a month or two ago in our email, and we haven't had the chance to really go over it. I went on and looked at the website. Have you had a chance to look at?
I look at it, well,
Yeah.
if it's gonna help the residents,
Yep.
if it's gonna help the residents, do it. That's the way I see it.
Because you had gotten a couple from a few other, but they weren't so much user-friendly.
Correct, and there were other towns, they were just giving us information from towns from a local area.
Okay. Well, do we want to pull the trigger on this tonight, or do
Okay,
we want to look at it some
What's the
more?
cost?
The $1,200 is what's gonna cost us this first year.
Okay, then after.
What's the subscription?
Well, it's right here. It's $1,200 per year. And it's
Okay.
got year 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's given us annual hosting, support, and maintenance fee of $11.25.
Okay, is that above and beyond the 1,200?
No. Nope.
Okay, so it's going to cost us approximately $1,200 a year to have this website.
The first year
Set up.
costs a little bit more because you have to do what they call content migration. to
Okay,
those things on.
we understand it costs a little bit more to get it set up.
Set up
and then-
fee, yeah.
And then it's going to be about $1,200 a year.
What are we paying now?
What do we pay now, Bridget, do you know?
I don't have an exact amount for you. I just know that we have a big headache trying to contact them, get them to give us information, get a code, trying to put it in, leaving telephone numbers for them to return a call back to us, and we're at their mercy. And that's kind of where
Yeah, but-
things are.
What is it, $500, $600?
Oh,
We're
no,
at-
it's a lot
Yeah,
more.
I think we're more than that, but I don't have an exact for you tonight. I didn't.
I just want to know what the difference in the price was, you know what I mean?
It's probably, it may be double, but it may be double, I don't know that for a fact. I just know that we've had so many problems with them, and it's not friendly, we can only put so much information, it's been an ongoing.
So are we limited on the data that we can upload?
Currently, sure,
So I'm
yes.
talking on this new one.
So I don't know exactly how much, I mean, it's all whatever you guys read through.
Yeah, I read through it as much as I could, and it looks like it's very user-friendly. It's, I went to Van Buren's website, and it's awesome compared to ours. Yeah, it's got everything in it. I was looking to see if I could get
We
another.
got a deadline to join it?
Well, yeah, we've actually, he's been working with us and talking and with us about it. So I think I'd be more comfortable if I could go back. Yeah. Okay. I think I'd be more comfortable if I could go back and compare it a little bit more to Reboot. And
Yeah,
look at the two of them
We
together,
got
and
time,
if it's a
we got time,
substantial
we can talk about
savings.
this next meeting.
Yeah, if it's a substantial savings, we can bring it up at the next meeting.
That, right.
So
So
do
I-
we,
so I
do
can-
we want to table this for tonight, and then we'll get,
So this was a special run for a price that they were offering back in August, September. And of course, we didn't have our September meeting, so that's pushed this along the way. And he has given us till the 24th at this price. And then it's going up, I don't know significantly or not, but it is increasing. Because he has been kind of put off and put off. And he's trying to hold it on for us because it was actually ended the end of October.
Well, what we can do, we can authorize the $1,200 expenditure for this website to go with this website if it is substantially lower than Reboot, which I do believe it is.
I'd just like to have more information on it.
Okay.
I mean, I read about it and stuff, but I'd like to know the difference in the cost
Yeah,
and
we'll
stuff.
we'll go with that.
And if they want our business, they'll wait till next month.
Yeah.
So Ken telling you, he did say if you had any questions, you're more than welcome to call
Yeah.
this evening or
Okay.
anytime. He said he was
I mean, we only
answer
meet,
any question.
Yeah,
we meet once a month.
okay.
We didn't have one meeting, that put us behind.
I did
And
pass that on to
I
him.
read about it a little bit, but I'd like to know what the cost is now,
I
Great.
understand that.
so
you know?
why don't we table this? We'll gather the information, we'll do a pro and con synopsis of both of them, and then we'll make a decision next meeting.
Yeah, let's learn about it more before we make a decision.
Okay.
Make a motion to table this,
I'll second it.
website stuff till next meeting.
We got a motion, we got a second, any more discussion? No, all in favor? All right, that motion will be tabled till next meeting.
There, you know what's on the agenda
I
already?
know.
All right, Dan Murphy.
Okay, Dan Murphy, we need to, for Dan Murphy, we need to establish a meeting an executive session meeting. He contacted me regarding a resident in the town, and we need to go into executive session to discuss it. So I had it on here, so I didn't forget it.
You guys
Let's
do
say,
that, do that now, or want to go through the rest of the meeting?
Yeah, well, we don't have to go into executive session now, but I just wanted to say something within the next 10 days. We need to call an executive session for,
Talk to Dan.
yeah, to talk to the Murphy attorney. We gotta make an appointment to speak with him.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, next on Article 5 is Elijah Brown.
Variance, Elijah. You don't have
Yeah,
to
no.
speak it, Mike, you can speak clear.
Just speak loud.
I'm looking for a variance for the road frontage. There's a 20-acre lot in behind my mom and dad's house, with a road that's actually deeded to that property. My mom gave me 5 acres of land. I'd like to be able to make a house lot, and then put a house on.
Okay, so Elijah says he's looking for a variance to put a trailer in behind his mother's house on the Brown Road, and on the Kobe Siding Road, and there's a road down below your mom's lot that is a right-of-way to get to the back lot. And the trouble is, you don't have 150 feet of road frontage to make that possible.
Okay.
So,
In order for us to do this, it has to go to our appeals board.
Yeah,
We have to have a board of appeals.
Yeah.
And right now, I think the board of appeals board is actually defunct. Dave Hall is the only person. So we will need residents that would be interested in serving on the board of appeals to come into the town office and sign up, and we gotta restructure this so that we can get this underway for you.
Elijah, when do you plan on moving this trailer in there? In the springtime?
Well, as soon as possible, as soon as I can get in there, cut the lot off, and start the process of getting the well and septic on.
Okay. So,
what do you get for right away now?
what about,
The gate goes 37 feet down the road.
that's the right-of-way, but 37 feet is, between the gate is the right-of-way down below Tony Patterson's lot.
How far back you go in? Ballpark.
From the main road,
Yeah,
we went probably 2,000 feet. And then we drop behind my dad,
yeah.
and our house on the other.
How many acres you got out back there?
There's 20 acres altogether.
Yeah.
I got 5.
You got 5 acre lot. So that's gonna go. I know we have that deal with 150 feet,
Yeah.
but then you don't have no board of appeals?
We don't know, Jamie Stevens is the only representative that we have right now.
Okay, so how does, you're gonna have to go in front of the board of appeals.
Yeah.
That's what makes a decision.
I
There.
have some information.
Here we go, Dave.
I have some information that may help. Number one being, he's gotta go before the Board of Appeals to make it legal.
Yeah.
And part of the things that we've been covering on the planning board include backlot development with a 50-foot right-of-way.
Yes.
But since this predates it, there may be other factors that should come in. But to do it legally, we've got to get a Board of Appeals set up. Gene has just volunteered to come on, so now we're up to 2.
Okay.
Thanks, Gene.
Okay, so we have a Board of Appeals, so
Okay.
we've got to get them sworn in, they each gonna have to have a meeting, and then he can bring it before the Board of Appeals. And when you do bring it, bring information, who owns the lots, et cetera, stuff like that, when they were made.
Map, get a map, like measurements and stuff like that, you know, lot numbers. Oh, right there, you present it to them. I mean, he's trying to do something legal here.
Yes, and we don't
So-
want to punish them, but we
and-
don't want to open ourselves up to
Nope.
problems in the
Yep.
future.
This is something we never had before.
I think we need to vote on if we're going to accept the nomination because under appeal. Is there any others?
Karen?
Okay. Any others?
Oh, John.
John Doobie?
John Doobie, okay.
I also have a question. Is that lot already cut off from the original lot? The 5 acres that you're planning on using, is
designated lot.
We're working on that right now with an attorney.
Okay, so is it part of your mother's land already?
Yes. But it's a separate lot.
Is it legally cut off?
From my mother's lot, yes.
It is, okay, all right, because there would be another avenue if it was still the same piece of property as her house as an auxiliary housing development. You could actually put another house on the same piece of property because you have enough land to accommodate a sewer system and a well. But if it's already legally cut off as a 5-acre lot with that right of way, then you're out, so.
Okay.
So we want to, put
We got
three,
Jamie Stevens.
okay, we got Jamie Stevens on the Board of Appeals, Gene Bradbury, Karen Thornton, and John Doobie. So do you want us to make a motion to accept these to the Board of Appeals, the new ones?
You're gonna put 4 people on or 3 people on?
How many we used to have? I thought we used to have a bunch. I thought we had one already.
We have 3
Well,
more.
according
There
to
were 4 or 5 when I was on.
town book, there were 3 people on it.
We have paperwork that shows it's a 5-member board, we also have paperwork that shows it's a 3-member board.
Okay. Should be an odd number.
The odd number is definitely gonna settle it.
Yeah.
An even number could split and just not resolve the problem.
So, I can be an auxiliary if it has to be.
Okay. Well, we got Polly Chite, would you like to be on? So there's 5 people right there. Okay, so do we need to make a motion to accept
Okay.
these new people as,
I make a motion to accept Gene Bradbury, John Doobie, Polly Scheich, Karen Thornton, and Jamie Stevens is currently a board member.
we've got a motion,
Second.
we've got a second, any discussion on that?
Now, all they gotta do is come in and get sworn in by the clerk? Do they have to get sworn in? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay? All in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
So Elijah, we'll notify the board members about that ASAP and try to get on that as quick as possible for you.
Okay.
So you can get some sort of, decision there about that.
Okay.
In the meantime, get
My
your,
next question is does the town have record of the measurements of the lots?
yes, we do. We've got town maps, it's got,
Whatever's on the maps.
so it's on the maps.
There's lots right in
Good.
here.
Yeah.
That's something that's gonna be updated.
You know, if you
Yeah.
can't, you can also, your mother can get this from the registry of deeds of Holden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Elijah.
Thank you.
All right, that's it under old business.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Article 6, new business. We need to do a vice chair for the board. What's your pleasure?
I nominate Chris Fournier to be vice chair.
I nominate Kathy for one. She's always sitting in the middle. I'm always on the end. So,
Do I get a vote here?
I decline.
All right, so that leaves it up to Chris as,
you don't wanna be my friend?
so we got a motion here for a nomination for Chris Fournier to be vice chair, and I'm gonna second that. All in favor?
Good notice.
Any discussion? Any discussion? All in favor? Chris is the new vice chair of the select. All right,
When did this all come about?
right now,
Right now,
right here,
What do we need a vice chair for? What do I have to do?
in case I'm not here,
it's
you
in
run
our
the
new
meeting.
plan.
Oh, shoot.
So, all right, I
Vacation.
got this here.
Yeah.
Okay, with number 2, we got Chris Elliott on here.
You know, we need to appoint Chris Elliott on all our accounts as our local savings institution, banking institution, as treasurer for the town of Woodland.
Okay, do we need a motion?
Yeah, I make a motion to nominate Chris Elliott at Cosmo Trust, Aroostook Savings and Loan, Machias Savings Bank, the County Federal Credit Union, North State Federal Credit Union, Acadia Federal Credit Union, and that's all for Chris.
Okay,
Second.
we've got a motion, we've got a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carries.
Everything goes to the floor. One for everything.
Yeah. Sir?
I make a motion to nominate Bridget Coates as, to remove Bridget Coates. Whoops. To be add, I'm sorry, to add Bridget Coates as a signer at the Acadia Federal Credit Union.
We've got a motion.
She's up.
The motion is to add Bridget to the Acadia Federal Credit Union's bank account.
Oh, she wasn't, oh, yeah, yeah.
We've got a motion. Need a second? Discussion? All in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you, sir. There you go.
Okay, any more under bank accounts? All set? We're going to set our annual meeting date. So we usually have our annual meeting third weekend in March. I'll have to find the actual date for that. When you guys going to pull up the calendar?
Third Tuesday?
The third Tuesday in March is our usually by,
That's what it's all been.
that's what it's always been. That's the 17th?
Yeah.
So we've got the 17th.
Does that work out for you?
Well, it's a selectmen. Usually have a selectmen meeting first,
Before, yeah?
and then you have a town meeting at, I don't know the time,
Yeah, right after, 7 o'clock or something.
7 o'clock or 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock, I think it's 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
So March 7th.
So we want to set the date?
March 17th, 2022,
Okay. So the
What time?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.? Okay.
6?
Yeah, we'll have the Board of Selectmen meet before, like at 5:30.
Okay, we're going to set the annual meeting, our annual town meeting date for March 17th at 6 p.m. And we will have our Board of Selectmen's meeting at 5:30, that same date, the 17th. Okay. All right, Article 7, public comment. What?
I do have to bring up, we got a vote for, in this one? We have to get a signature here for the town of Woodland to nominate Mr. Eugene Bradbury as the town of Woodland's representative to the Northern Maine Development Commission.
We did that last meeting,
Yeah.
right?
We already
Yeah,
did.
there you go.
You just got to sign.
Yeah.
Formally signed. I also need to bring up, we need to vote to authorize a refund to Danielle Hanson on motor vehicle registration. And she overpaid by $77.51, and we need to authorize a refund to her. This has happened, so. I make a motion to refund $77.51 to Danielle Hanson.
Can we get a motion to refund
Second.
$77.51? Danielle Hanson, and we've got a second. Any more discussion?
She didn't have her correct documentation when she came in.
Oh, yeah.
And she brought it back in today. And,
Oh, that's, yeah, you gotta go away.
Yeah, she-
With the car.
Yeah.
With the sticker, window sticker.
Yeah, the window sticker. You don't sign it or nothing.
No, just, I'm gonna,
Okay,
just.
so we've got a motion, we've got a second. Any more discussion? All in favor? Should be refunded the $77.41, 51 cents.
Yeah.
Okay. Article 7, you ready to move on?
No, we're gonna go to the 2004 International Work Site.
Okay. So we've got a bid for a truck here.
Here, so vice chair.
The yellow truck that's out front that we're gonna dispose of. We accepted some bids, we're opening one here tonight. Is this the only bid?
That is
It's
all.
the only bid, okay.
Was it in the paper?
Yes, it was.
It was advertised, right? For a month. wasn't it?
Yep. Uh, 2004 International, $10,200, John Ellingwood, and his phone number.
I make a motion to accept the bid.
I'll second.
10-2?
$10,200.
Yeah. I make a motion to accept that bid.
Okay, we've got a motion,
Second.
we've got a second on the motion. Any discussion? Do we feel that that's enough money? It's where is as is, yeah.
Yeah, where is that?
And we had a starting bid at 10,000, right?
Yeah, minimum was 10
Minimum bid
grand.
was 10 grand.
So we got our 10 grand.
Okay. All right, so all in favor?
Oh, wait, sketch.
Okay, what?
Okay, do we gotta discuss where this money goes? Or do we do that at a later time or what? I mean, I feel that any equipment sold in this town should go into equipment reserve.
Yep. Yep.
Is that something else we gotta vote on or something?
I don't know if there's ever been any precedent for that, but it makes sense to put it into the equipment.
No, sell equipment, put it back into the equipment, fine.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so,
So how do we do that? Is it,
well, we'll do two different
Okay,
motions.
okay.
So we get a motion to accept the bid for $10,200 to John Ellenwood.
I'll second it.
Kathy has seconded it. Any more discussion? All in favor? Motion carries. John Ellenwood is the new proud owner of our old yellow truck.
yeah,
And now we need a motion on to where that money's gonna be put into.
Make a motion to deposit $10,200 for the sale of the 2004 truck into our equipment reserve account.
second.
Motion is to put the money in the equipment reserve. We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carries. All right. Anything else from the office side here? Anything else? John?
Yeah. We gotta do that now or we do that later?
No, we're gonna have to have we've got some applications for the highway that we'll have to review and set up an interview or two.
Okay, okay,
And we're not gonna do that tonight, we're not gonna interview anybody tonight.
okay.
So,
Okay, yeah.
Article 7, public comment. So on here I have,
You have John do you first.
okay. Sign up for the thing, 7 days. Okay, now on the sheet, we've got John Doobie.
1020 Woodland Center Road. I like the way that all the parents are taking care of their parking when they're picking up. That was a big discussion. Took a while to get everybody to do that. Looks like it's working. If you have your town meeting at March 17th, does that give you 120 days prior to your elections?
It should give us plenty of time beforehand. It doesn't. I think it's only 100 days, right? 120, 100.
Okay,
Even to pass out papers?
then I was misinformed.
No, we wanted to ask.
Last year, we set the town meeting in December, and we were off by a few days, so our annual town meeting ended up being in April, like April 4th or somewhere around there. Was it April 1st? So that's just how the days had calculated out. So we're doing it a month earlier than last year in the hopes that we can have it exactly on time. So we should have plenty of days on there.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, next on public comment, we have Lorraine Chamberlain.
I practice what you've asked for us as residents to do. My name's Lorraine Chamberlain, 738 Woodland Road. I have two comments. My first comment is to congratulate the board for following the steering committee's recommendations concerning the recruitment and hiring of a new employee. I think the board did an excellent job attending to all of those details. So thank you very much for attending to what the committee had asked you to do. My second comment is a little different than my resident colleague John, and that is I am concerned that there are parents looking to pick up the students at the school that tend to get clogged in the town's driveway. It was very noticeable during the voting that recently occurred that some of the voters had a hard time getting into the town office driveway and out of the driveway because there were parents lining up waiting to get permission to go into the school to then pick up their students. So I think though things may be better, there may be a different issue now that I would invite the board to talk with the school board about concerning the challenges now for the town's driveway and people needing to get in and out of the driveway. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lorraine. Okay, next on the list is Luann Schedule.
I'm Luann Schedule, working for New Sweden Road. I've got a question. I'd like to know, or have an explanation why it cost us, the town, so much for the FOA from Amy Explain, and why it was costing us so much money. And a few of the things I'd like to know what the price of the FOA is, if we could know why it cost us that much. And if you guys did consult with MMA for that price, you know, if you were talking with them and why. If it indeed was a lawsuit, if you won, if who won, and it was even worth, if you guys could explain that, I'd appreciate that, because I'm sure there's more other people that would like to know.
Well, I don't know if this is just public comment. If you want to write your questions down, we can get her an answer on all those issues, or all those figures. We have them, and we'll get back to you on that.
There's nothing anybody can know. Is this all public? People can
Oh yeah,
know
it's
this?
all public, and we don't have that stuff in front of us tonight to give you.
Something like that is where we're getting to, whereas people want to be put on the agenda 7 days before. Remember how we made that policy right there? Okay, that right here is the perfect example. If you would have got on the agenda 7 days prior, we would have known what you were asking for, and we would have had it here tonight. Okay, that's the difference between like public comment, you sign in tonight, you ask, you talk, whatever, okay. But if you really want some answers, that's where you've got to be 7 days prior to the meeting.
We want to be correct on them as well.
Right.
Right.
So that way, like if you would have been on the agenda in 7 days, you would have done, you know, like Mr. Doobie did it, Mr. Bradbury did it one time, you know. That way we know what's coming down the line to be prepared.
Okay.
Right now we don't have that stuff because it's in the past.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but we do have it. It's all public knowledge, everything. As a matter of fact, didn't we explain to people,
Yes.
we had a meeting one
Yes.
time?
Yes. We had a meeting and we explained we received documentation from the town's attorney. And
I believe she asked a question, not a comment.
I received documentation from the town's attorney. And at the next meeting, I will put it all together. And you write this down, send it into the office, and I'll put it all together for you, and we can go over it at the next meeting.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, she can get it beforehand,
Yeah.
because it's all public knowledge.
Yep.
Or she can be on the agenda and we can explain it to her at the next meeting.
Sounds good.
If she wants other people to hear it or whatever, she does it that way, we'll have everything right in front of us.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, next on our list for public comment is Karen Thornton.
Karen Thornton, 104 Bexton Road, thank you for listening to me. I just want to point out that your bylaws and what you put on your agenda are two different things. Your bylaws say 10 days in advance, your agenda says 7. So which one, I would just like to know which one you want to vote on. You voted in the bylaws last,
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
so this says 10 days in advance. Your agenda says 7.
okay.
Can you be,
Well, we're gonna go by the bylaws.
okay, so
Okay.
this is.
Okay, so-
Yep, we're gonna go by the bylaws, it'll be 10 days.
Thank you.
Well, wait a minute, I got a question. She's saying that, right there?
It says any questions must be submitted 7 days in advance for the board.
Okay,
So
well, what-
we're
okay,
gonna
so-
change that 7 to 10.
The bylaws say 10.
Right.
I was just asking
Okay,
for
where did
clarification.
these come from?
This is the ordinance that you guys put into bylaws.
Yep.
That is on your website.
We voted on that,
Yep.
it's passed, the town passed that?
Yep. Yeah, that was the bylaws that we enacted here a couple meetings ago.
Okay, because right here, I got here on here 7 days too.
Yeah, that was back in
Exhibit
April.
A,
That was back in April.
that was back in April.
That was in April.
Okay, so now that the bylaws have been,
Now it's 10 days.
now it's 10 days.
Yep. Yep.
Thank you
This
for the
this is
clarification.
this
Thank
schedule,
you for
it's
the
10 days prior
Yeah.
now, okay, to get your
Luann.
information.
That'll be 10 days, not 7 days, Luann. Okay?
Excuse me?
When we just told you to submit your question 7 days, it's gonna be 10 days, give us a little extra time. That's all. And some of those requests or questions, if we might need those extra 2-3 days to get your answer to.
Well, that's the bylaws now.
Yes, that's the Bible.
The night we passed this stuff, it was 7 days.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
until
just,
the
I'm
meeting.
just wondering where all this stuff's
They
coming
updated
from.
it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, that's it for public comment. That's all we have down here. I'll give that to you. Here's our list.
Article 8, department reports.
So it says here we received a highway grant for $2,985. And it was a safety grant. I assume the boys in the highway purchased some safety equipment with that money. What else do we have for,
I believe they've ordered radios.
oh, they ordered radios for the truck and stuff, okay? Anything else under department reports?
Cameras.
It was cameras.
It was cameras.
Yeah,
I think they were talking about cameras.
dash cameras or.
No, something
Cameras
backing
for
up
the
on
back,
ahead or
yeah.
something.
All right, Article 9, committee reports. What's the committee reports? Anybody know? Anybody committees that want to report? All right. Okay. Article 10, other. Anything under other? Other? Chris, you got anything other?
Yeah.
Okay, no others? Oh, would that be under committee reports?
I know that you said the planning board was on the agenda, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, sorry about that, Dave, that was under committee reports. So, go ahead, Dave Hall, planning board.
Planning board chair, yes. Step out here. My list is getting shorter the way we're covering stuff before I
Good.
get called, but we are having a bit of a problem around town with people not taking out building permits. So one of the things that was discussed at the planning board, one of the planning board meetings is perhaps we ought to change our way of enforcing it. Instead of charging a double fee going from $20 to $40 or something like that, could we not tax something at double the rate from the time we discover it back to the last evaluation? That would be a more sizable chunk of money. It might make people more willing to come in. And other than that, there's been a lot of changes going on in the state government about housing. And we've discovered that we really can't get too much done here in this town for enforcement without hiring lawyers to get it done. So the planning board has kind of arrived at the point where we're thinking, especially since the only building code you can have in Maine now is the Maine Municipal Building and Electric Code, we do not have to enforce it in town. So we've kind of arrived at the feeling maybe we shouldn't really enforce much of anything other than with the state enforce septic systems and public safety, and let, if people want to build a tent and live in a tent or a yurt or have a camper, as long as they've got sanitary facilities, why not let them? Why try and set up a bunch of rules that we have a problem enforcing?
Yeah.
Because you guys are probably familiar with some of the stuff that's come around, but now accessory dwelling units are legal. Every lot in the state is allowed to have an ADU on it if it's legal, if the septic system will accept it.
Yeah.
You can also put another dwelling on the same lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's lots of stuff, and it's going to probably continue to change in the future.
So you can put, the definition of dwelling for the state of Maine has changed.
Well, we have dwelling units, and we have an accessory dwelling unit, which most people would think of as like a mother-in-law apartment or something.
Yeah.
Those are legal anyway.
Okay.
The only thing that can limit it is not enough septic capacity.
That's the thing we should be, okay.
And then there's also accessory dwelling units, which is building two houses on the same lot, or building a 4-unit apartment without having to go before the planning board.
And it's all really based on
The housing shortage.
But your sewage.
your septic system?
Yeah.
Okay, so if the septic system isn't big enough, but you have enough land to put 2,
Or you can build out a larger drainage field on a septic system.
make it larger to,
That's usually the limiting factor, is the drainage field.
okay, and it's our code enforcement is the one that's gonna be,
Yeah,
okay.
he'll have to be watching.
Okay, so has the planning board got anything that they should meet with the select board? Should the select board meet?
Well,
with
we
the
just
planning
want some guidance from you guys, whether to continue going this way or to try and fabricate a land use ordinance that's got a bunch of regulations that we have a problem enforcing.
board? So the planning board and the select board should probably get together and,
Do you need to discuss it with us in details, or?
I don't think so. If
Okay.
you're in agreement with what we're doing,
Oh, yeah.
we'll come up with something and let you review it.
Yeah.
okay, that's what I'm saying. Do you have something for us to review
Well,
yet?
No, we're right at the point where we want to start putting it together. We want to clear the path we're taking before we
Okay,
go too far.
okay, but when you get
Yeah.
to a certain point, before you waste your time,
And that's going to include opening up back lots with a 50-foot right of way.
okay, yeah,
So you are all on pretty much in agreement with the setup about almost, I shouldn't say free-for-all, but not limiting citizens to whatever they want to live with. You guys are on,
It's
hard to enforce.
It's happening anyway.
It's happening anyways, it's hard to enforce. Okay.
And we can't enforce anything without hiring the lawyer.
Yeah.
The last conversation I had with our code enforcement officer, he wanted me to get you guys to talk to a lawyer about that house down on the end of Carson County.
Yeah.
But I think we've spent enough money on legal fees so far this year.
Yeah. And they still get away with it. There's no way to enforce it, you know?
Not really.
So, I agree with you.
Okay,
So,
that's all I have.
okay.
Thank you, Dave.
thank you.
Okay, anybody else on committee reports here? Any other committees out there that would like to report to us? Okay. Article number 10, other. Do we have anything under other? Nothing under other. Article 11, we did an executive session tonight. Okay, so no executive session tonight.
Okay,
Article 12, adjourn.
I make the motion to adjourn.
Okay. Motion adjourned. Kathy seconded. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?